What's up, everybody? It is Pipeline Week over at Milwaukee, and I'm sure your feeds are all just swarmed with all the delicious content from all of the affiliates and what would you call them? The
retailers like ourselves?
Sure.
So yeah, Pipeline 2025. It has officially happened, already done. So let's review.
Let's review it. Milwaukee has announced a new circular saw, and it's a 7 1/4 inch, and it looks beautiful.
They have announced this year new 7 1/4, the rear handle. This is the 1 key. Nick, what do you get with 1 key on a circular saw? Nick, I'm going to tell you what you get with 1 key on a circular saw.
Tell me about it, Jay.
You get auto stop. They're building in, so if you have kickback on a circular saw, it shuts off.
Yeah.
That's the safety thing there. They did a nice demo where it was running, you know, kickback happens, it shuts off. Everyone else's kickback, it is still spinning. I mean.
No, I was watching it on Tool Show, and the thing was so powerful. He was trying to show the kickback, but it just went right on through.
Yeah, it was like, I can show it binding up.
Right.
Just power through everything.
I love seeing something go wrong because it's too efficient.
It's too powerful.
Right.
Can't bind up. But he did get it to bind up, and it did shut off.
Yes.
So I do think this is their best circular saw ever. They didn't really focus on how much more powerful it is, which is what everybody wants of a circular saw.
Right.
But I think there is still some people that believe like a cordless circular saw is not as powerful as a corded.
Yeah.
And I think that is kind of gone.
And it's coming out early next year, so I mean, I think the focus on Pipeline was just the safety aspect. I think that was the big selling point of this one. So we'll probably hear more about power as we get closer to the release. And then we have the M18 FUEL 4.5 inch, 6 inch dual trigger braking grinder.
So yeah, this was one of those things that they announced a 5-inch version of this, and it's like, are people really going to want this? And for our customer base, which is like very large commercial jobs, they are demanding a dual trigger on a grinder. Immediately they were like, we got a 5-inch, we need a 6-inch. So this is the 6-inch version. It has auto stop on it. It obviously is super safe because you're using 2 hands. They did a really good job of like having all the different positions. They're not like rating their grinders. This is definitely more powerful because it's a 6-inch. I wish they gave like a max watt output or something.
Yeah.
They say equivalent to 13 amp corded.
We have a new Surge, but it's not a new generation. It's a redesign of the 2nd generation Surge.
This solution is going to continue to be 50% quieter than the standard impact driver, really making it optimized for use in occupied spaces like hospitals, office buildings, schools, a variety of environments where other people are going to be around. On top of that, Surge continues to deliver industry-leading reduction in vibration in applications, smoother applications overall. For a solution that's going to be used day in and day out on any job site you go on, those lower vibration levels are really going to contribute to less user fatigue day in and day out. So takeaway there is that we've gone from the previous generation Surge to the 2nd generation Surge, continue delivering industry-leading reduction in sound and vibration, but now really the step change with the 2nd generation Surge is redefining what performance looks like in the hydraulic driver space. This solution is going to be up to 3 times faster than the previous generation, which launched back in 2016. 3 times faster, double the capability. So for users today who may use Surge, but also more likely to not carry a standard impact driver for the performance when they need it, this step change in performance is really going to allow Surge to be used by a much wider audience across trades as their primary impact driver, so that you guys can all experience the sound and vibration benefits yourself.
So like the regular FUEL 1/4 inch like is so powerful, I feel like it's too powerful. Like you're more likely to like break accessories.
Yeah.
And so if they make the Surge more powerful and it's just quieter and runs better, at some point you're like, do I even need the other one?
Yeah.
Now it is a little more expensive, so maybe you do need it for the price point.
Yeah. And this one does, they are offering a kit with this one in the new hammer drill as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, you ready for this one? Milwaukee is saying that this is the industry's most powerful drill. Specifically, most powerful rotary hammer drill.
Most common sizes, 1 9/16 and 1 3/4. They've had units out that are very powerful. These are significantly more powerful. We were watching some of the demo footage from Pipeline. They are way ahead of where they were before. This is going to be a huge, just upgrade. This is a early next year launch.
And then the other feature with that's the auto stop.
Yeah,
Gotta have the safety in there.
It's like these are going to have all the bells and whistles with the auto stop for the kickback control and the backlink. So I think we're kind of getting into the new look at kind of like where everything's going for Milwaukee. It's like,
Yeah.
you're going to have it tied to the vacuum over there. You're going to have safety, and then one key. It's all going to all tie it in.
We got new safety glasses here. They're the non-polarized wrapped around.
So they're polarized and there's non-polarized. There's basically two new styles. There's a wraparound, and then there's the kind with the side shield. Listen.
Okay.
Safety glasses are great. You just make them look cool. If you're gonna wear them off the job site, you'll definitely wear them on the job site. I think that's a
Good point, yeah.
So this is our new roll-on power supply. This unit specifically has more capacity than the first one we launched or talked about in 2023. And as you think about Milwaukee's vision of repowering the job site or changing the way power is used on a job site, a lot of the same similarities still are out there. So pre-power, working with the gas generator, you have all the challenges of emissions. And when we talk about emissions, it's not just the fumes, it's also the noise that they create and having that work-safe environment be able to communicate on site. The other thing is temporary power. So temporary power, we think about spider boxes. They're often used to extend that power throughout different stages as construction moves on. If there's no spider box available, you have no power. So being able to use this to be able to extend that temporary power in a job site, say you're threading in an area or installing branch circuitry, and you have no power, you can be able to hook up that equipment to this and be able to power from this.
Very cool. 6,000
6,000
watt-hour
6,000 watt hours. Yep, so
Good
this
Lord.
is over 2 times the capacity as our first roll-on. So really gearing this towards those heavier pieces of equipment that we have yet to convert, but also giving you the flexibility to mix and match different pieces of equipment.
Yeah, and then moving on to a much smaller option, the 120 watt USB-C wall adapter.
the wall adapter.
Yeah. Super exciting stuff on that one. You can't get that anywhere else with the Milwaukee logo on it. They were showing off some of the products and stuff that were released earlier in the year. Some of them are still shipping, some of them are actually available now. We just want to touch base real quick. You know, you got the top off and you got that Gangbox.
Yeah, so the new M18 top-off charger, this is not like a replacement of the old one, because the one that currently is out is a power supply to plug like 120 in. This one is very focused on USB-C, so it's like 100 watt charging and discharging.
So for all you plumbers and electricians out there, we have this exciting new conduit bender that's sitting right here, but it's not going to be shipping until about September.
Yeah, this one, obviously right here. So we've been demoing it a little bit. You know, you think of a traditional bender, like a mechanical bender, those larger units that you would roll on and off jobs. They do like 2-inch, larger conduit. They can do smaller, but this is like just like a new. You're replacing hand bending, and it is half, 3/4, 1 inch. It comes with the 3/4 and 1 inch. You can buy the smaller size. It's $3,000, so it is an investment. It definitely will save time, money.
The auto zero on it.
Yeah.
You know, going back to zero every time, and then like have it adjusted to the trigger press for your zero.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was pretty wild. Another exciting innovation that they have been releasing and talking about and all excited and coming out in September as well is the stripper.
Traditionally these were done, you would just pull out a utility knife and
Yes.
cut off your cover.
Maybe a little bit of your finger and some wires too.
Yeah, so the problem with that, obviously, you're cutting into the cable. We do not like that. It can damage the cable. So if you're spending, billions of dollars on building a data center, you do not want your cables damaged when cutting. A lot of the job sites have gone to kind of a no open blade policy. At least the large jobs. And that's where you would see a lot of this kind of work being done, doing that. They actually came out with some accessories too for like the smaller cables for more residential work.
Yeah, there's quite a few bushing kits.
Yeah, those were
So it's
the ones that were announced like a month ago. I mean, those are pretty inexpensive. They're like $25.
Yeah.
This one, full kit, is like $3,500.
That's
so
it.
This is a slightly different thing.
Yeah. And then another tool that you probably already know and heard of, but they were showing it at the pipeline, is the MX FUEL Electrofusion processor.
Yeah, Lauren did a wonderful job. We had a product manager in here. We've done some demos in the area, and so there is a full video on that.
So jumping into the hand tools, we have some announcements here. We got the 820 AWG dipped, gripped wire stripper and cutter.
So this is an expansion on some of the USA-made hand tools that they're doing up in Milwaukee. We actually got to go visit the factory earlier this year, which was sweet.
And some other mentions are the 3-piece Locknut Wrench Set and the INKZALL expansion.
So that one was the INKZALL was a pretty interesting tool. It was like an INKZALL, it was an INKZALL with like a 2-in-1 where you could pull the cap off, and it had a really long, skinny, narrow tip, and you could actually use it to kind of mark. There's been some things in the market where it's like a pressurized shot of marking paint, where you could like push it on something. This is a different approach where you have like a long, skinny thing. So if you had to mark a hole through like a strut or something, you could do that.
And the exciting announcement here is the new Milwaukee Plier Wrenches.
These are not part of the USA made line, so they're a little bit more economically priced, I guess. They have a similar style that's kind of in line with like a Knipex or what we've seen from Klein.
So the really nice thing about a heavy splitting maul like this is think battering ram versus precision instrument. You can see here they put a good flare on the cheeks here, so you actually get a little bit of grab from the edge on here, but then it forces the log apart. And yeah, is it heavy? Absolutely, but that's okay. Sometimes you need that extra heft to break up a big round, at least into quarters, and then you can switch to a smaller tool from there. Now this striking face here is good for driving steel wedges as well, versus a splitting axe, not something you probably want to do. But this gives you the versatility to do all that. And super comfortable flare on the pommel here on the handle itself. So awesome new option if you're a firewood guy from Milwaukee.
Starting off in transportation, we're going to start things off with the M12 FUEL ratchet expansion.
So yeah, these will probably end up being replacements for the existing ratchets. These are a much better design. 3/8, half-inch, quarter-inch, full line, and updating the current FUEL ratchets. Just from seeing them, they're much better design. I mean, they're much smaller, ergonomic grips, smaller heads. Big push was on the triggers. You have like a paddle trigger, but then they had like, so every one of them will come with an option that you can do the paddle trigger or you can replace it and just have like a button trigger.
Let's talk about the QUIK torque wrench.
Yes, they did a digital M12 torque wrench.
Yeah.
That
thing's really cool.
We do a lot of QUIK-type torque wrenches here. We actually recalibrate them here in-house. These are coming out early next year.
Then we got the 8-inch slip joint pliers and the bit socket expansion as well.
Yeah, so I mean, these are just kind of filling the gaps.
Yeah, so they showed this off at Pipeline, but we actually have some in stock now, I believe, the HOTSHOT.
Yeah, the Jumpstarter. Yeah, we have a whole video. We'll link it below.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. The way that it builds, like it's a capacitor and it builds power. This is really like, you can jump large diesel trucks.
Okay, jumping over to the outdoor power equipment. Everyone is super excited about this snowblower that's coming out.
Yeah, snowblower's coming out. They launched it in July, which is the perfect time to talk about snowblowers. They did have it running at the Pipeline. I didn't see any snow there. Pushback on it was price point. $1,500 is for 21-inch single stage is on this very steep side, but it does come with a couple of the 12-0 batteries. Very optimistic that it'll probably be the best or one of the best of that size. But
then we got a newer version of both the M18 blower and the string trimmer.
So we have the M18 FUEL, and then you have the M18 Brushless. So these are really these are definitely aimed at homeowner.
Yeah,
looking
for sure.
For a price point.
And just so you know, if you're a big fan of the QUIK-LOK, this is not a QUIK-LOK model. This is a standalone string trimmer.
The blower is 450 CFM. You know, at $150, it's a good blower. We're probably going to lean more towards the FUEL, more for the professional side.
So if you have a chainsaw, Milwaukee announced
Barn chain oil. The original one was a 16-inch. People were hoping that they would see a new 16-inch. We did not see that this time. They have that 20-inch, the dual battery. It is a monster. Then they have the hatchet, the the small 8-inch. All of these need bar and chain oil. We've been selling steel bar and chain oil.
That's right.
Now we can sell Milwaukee's bar and chain
There
oil.
you go.
The other thing was the file. So like the sharpening files, they actually have a pack out organizer for the files. These are just specifically for now, just for sharpening chainsaws. So the files for sharpening chainsaw chains is obviously a thin file. It's not like just a regular file.
I'm just picturing someone very excited to come out with their pack out of files.
I was excited. I was excited.
Now we already got a video on this one, but they had a nice display of it at Pipeline, and that's the new NEXUS Vac, which is right here.
Yeah, so I mean, they did a good job there showing all the different configurations. There's different heads, there's the debris separator, the different size tanks. So, the basic unit's gonna be the 6-gallon. You can get backlink on it, built in. So they've really done a good job of like cleaning up their vacuum line to have something for everybody.
We got 2 other vacuums that have that hit the scene. The first one being the brushless handheld vacuum.
So yeah, this is like the dirt devil.
Yes.
The old one was like a compact, but it was huge.
Yeah.
This one's actually compact, so that's pretty exciting. And the most frustrating thing with any of those is how fast everything clogs. And they did a great job of kind of building in kind of a dust separator, filter, 40 CFM, which is not a lot, but for something that size.
For what it is, yeah.
Yeah. I think the bigger issue is just how fast the stuff clogs. And then you say 40 CFM, but you never, if it clogs very fast and then it drops to 10 CFM in like 5 minutes, then it's not 40 CFM.
If that handheld is too small for you and you need something a little bigger, they also have the backpack.
Yeah, this is another update for the current one that was more of a tubular design. This one is going to be like the perfect design if you want to do like a Halloween Ghostbuster backpack.
Proton pack.
Proton pack?
Yeah.
You're going to have to like color it up, but I think that was like where they were going with it. Like, proton packs are cool. We want to go that route. This one is like backpack 70 CFM, so you get a lot more power. I mean, this is really nice, obviously for vacuuming, but I think a lot of people are going to connect it to sanders and saws and different tools.
Damn, that would actually be
New version.
sweet if they put they had backlink on something like that.
Anything can be integrated into backlink.
See? There's an idea for you. You're sanding, you just got on your backpack, you got a cordless sander. So exciting news for you HVAC techs out there. We have the M18 Brushless Refrigerant Recovery Machine.
Going to claim a lot of inexperience on this one, but I know that there is a refrigerant in an AC unit, and you need to get that out before you swap them. So this will pull it out, put it back in the tank. I know that was a highly requested thing for Milwaukee, so they're kind of building out the suite of tools for that trade, and this was I think very high on the list.
So I saw this announced and everybody went nuts, and I'm confused why, but apparently it's very exciting for everybody, and that is the brushless precision blower.
Some nice features for on the job site cleanup.
Yeah.
When you're using it, you don't want to get the big. Nobody wants to vacuum things. They want to blow stuff away. So this one is 39 CFM. So I mean, it is not a ton of juice.
No.
It is, but it's very focused. So
yeah,
it does come with the multiple nozzles. They did a good job of kind of explaining the different nozzle types. They come in a little holder.
And if you're watching this and you're excited for that precision blower, it is coming out, it looks like shipping around September. We got some new QUIK-LOK hole saw expansions.
Some really good products out there for taking a hole and using 2 different hole saws to make the hole bigger. Years ago, there was no real good way to do it. Now you can just put a smaller hole saw and you can enlarge it. So a whole new line coming October timeframe. This will be kind of addressing some of the, I guess, gaps you'd say with the hole saw line. Obviously works with all the existing hole saws, works with everyone else's hole saws.
Really excited this year to announce the next innovative blade for our SAWZALL blade, the NITRUS axe blade for wood with nails. So this is going to give you the fastest cutting and unmatched life in wood with nails and wood with screws. So Gonna be a fantastic blade for any of your remodelers, your GC users, anyone who's doing residential demo, this is gonna be the perfect blade for. Everyone knows that what kills your blade is those screw and nail impacts that you don't see, right? You're cutting very quickly through clean wood, and then all of a sudden, you hit that screw, tears the teeth off your blade, and you're done. So when we redesigned this blade, what we really did is add that extra durability to sustain those screw and nail impacts and make sure this blade keeps cutting and stays fast for the full life of the blade. So
The nut runner is just for running nuts with threaded rod.
Yeah.
So these are all accessories that work with an impact specifically for electricians. A lot of the prefab stuff that we're seeing, this is going to be huge. This is a very specific 3/8 inch one. Instantly we had demand for 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch. But we have a full video below, so for those specific accessories, please watch the video.
The new 7/4 inch 24 tooth NITRUS circular saw blade.
We also have a video on the thick kerf and the nitrous carbide. We've done a lot with these. These came out a few months ago. There's some really compelling reasons that these are the best circular saw blades out there.
I mean, their demo was awesome. You cut through all those nails and it was just like nothing. Something we've been getting great feedback on, it was at Pipeline. We've been shipping them out. We have them in stock. And that's the Pack Out Rack Kit.
Yeah, so there's a couple options on the Pack Out Rack Kit. The big one is $2,000. Ouch. So bit of a sticker shock. Everyone's like, I got a bunch of Pack Out. I want to get it integrated in my van. Some of the other options, and they're all like in the thousands of dollars. This one you can install yourself. It is built specifically for Pack Out. There is a smaller unit that's like a 2-drawer unit that's $750. You know, it's kind of one of those module things, but it is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I mean, just think about it. You're in your van, pull up on a job site, you open it up, everybody looks inside, and you got this beautiful Pack Out Rack Kit.
So good.
Oh, the jealousy. God, you'll just bathe in it. Now we got a new M18 radio, which the first radio obviously did really well for us.
This is the new unit. It is a radio charger, Bluetooth. It can connect to everything, 200 devices. So the M12, the M18s, they are all now on this system. So you can actually power an entire job site.
Right.
You know what is Pack Out? Is the M12 Rover light. Now it is like it doesn't look like it's Pack Out, but it's just like a twist.
Twist it on.
It works like the cups.
Yeah.
And you can twist it in, and then it stays in place. Got a beautiful light. We actually have a video on that. I believe Andrew did.
Oh.
You know where we're gonna put that? Link to that?
I think we'll put it below.
And below.
Maybe. So we got some new heated gear coming at us, because apparently we didn't have enough of it. So what do we got in the lineup now?
This year we're updating hoodies. They're using the Hexon technology, which we saw the update on the jackets last year. Now it is getting to the hoodies. They're of course doing all of the nice trim that they've done. Yeah. Watching the videos, it was like pretty sweet. They have cords, but they both put them on the inside of the hoodie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then Hexon, it's similar technology to what they do in the jackets, where it's just like more of a grid versus a string. So there's two different kinds of gloves. One is a liner and one is just a full glove. So they made the liners so you specifically can wear like cut resistant gloves over top of your liner. But you still get the heated effect. All right, so that about covers our pipeline coverage. You know, it used to be that Milwaukee Pipeline had all the products, all the accessories, all jammed into one day, and it was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how many products they have. One thing that they've done that you'll notice is like over the last several weeks and months, they've launched a lot of products.
Yes.
Leading up to Pipeline. And then they have other big events in the year. They have NECA, they have Equip, they have World of Concrete, where they launch other products. So Pipeline isn't like the one day where like everything for the entire year is announced anymore. So I hate to like take away from it, but at the same time that makes it way easier for everybody to like understand what's all coming, because I think we had a really like good amount of new products. There's a heavy focus on stuff that is actually coming like very soon. So in the next few months, we actually can, like right now, you can order at ohiopowertool.com, and like that's a lot of focus. They're not showing stuff that's not coming for 2 years, which everybody gets excited about, and they go, when can I get this? And then they delay it, and then it's a problem. So it was really kind of like focused on
Yeah.
what we can get our hands on,
Yes.
which I can appreciate because everybody wants this stuff now. What do you wish you had seen
Oh, there you go.
for a pipeline?
Yeah, top 10 wish list for pipeline.
What do you what do you see? What do you want to see redone? That's kind of
Yeah.
like should be redone. And maybe it's been around for 5 or 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
And then what about what needs to happen?
Yeah,
What
power
new-
washer.
New product. Power washer.
I need a power washer from Milwaukee.
Yeah, let's go.
I want one. Make it happen.
Did you like that video? Would you like more?
Yeah.
I wasn't talking to you.
My bad.
If you like the video and would like more, make sure you like and subscribe this one and slap that notification bell.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call or email us. We even have fax if you're into that.
And if you're still doom scrolling, make sure you check out one of these videos here.
Thanks for watching.
Do we need more time? Oh yeah, we need more time.
More time.
More time! Chop chop!
Mom.